We're backstage here at the Influencer NIL Summit, here in the Influencer Blue Room, joined by Danielle, Davison, the Assistant AD for NIL at the University of Michigan. We're here in the Influencer Blue Room with Kat from Intuit TurboTax. We're here with Mercedes Sapp from University of South Florida. Danielle, can you help explain why financial literacy is so important in the NIL era, especially for student athletes?
Yeah, so a lot of our student athletes have never had jobs because of how much they've spent training and working on their sports. And so this is the first time that they're having to deal with money and learning how to manage it. It's one of those things that a lot of young professionals start doing once they start getting their jobs, but this is just allowing them to get access to learning how to manage it earlier.
If I'm a freshman joining my institution on day one, looking to do NIL, what should I know about taxes?
I think it's important to realize that you're coming into this space, your brand is a business now, so you're considered self-employed once you start making those deals on your own. So with that business is maintaining your receipts. There's a lot of things that are gonna help offset your taxes and maybe lower that tax bill for you. So what you spend creating your content, anything that's not reimbursed to you, all of those things are gonna be receipts you wanna keep to bring that tax bill down. And using apps and resources like the influencer app, you're going to have a lot of the things you need right there when you're going to do your taxes. There's also coupon codes to help you meet with an expert to get that specific advice for your situation.
What is important for you as you're assessing financial education tools and implementing that on campus at USF?
Absolutely. First things first, I've always known that financial topics, sometimes they are difficult to talk about because you don't know everybody's financial situation. So as always at USF, we want to make sure we have programs available year-round for student athletes, whether it's budgeting, saving, modules, taxes, contracts. We want to make sure they have those resources available to them. What's most important to us as administrators is making sure that our student athletes have access to financial literacy tools that are accessible to them when they're on the roads, and that making sure we can track their progress as they're learning and experiencing these different topics.
A good rule of thumb is to save a good 20%, and that's for your taxes at the end of the year. So not your savings per se, not your rainy day fund, but towards your tax bill. So that way, set it aside and forget it each time you make a little bit of money, and then that way at the end of the year, you're not surprised, or you're at least not prepared for a potential tax bill. Another thing, if it's your emergency fund, that's gonna vary for you too, right? Depending on what you need to live is what you wanna consider. In the beginning, save what you can, but long term, at least 3 months of expenses is a good one. That'll give you 90 days if something happens to recuperate and get back up again.